Welcome back. So let's discuss a few things that you can do to help remove energy vampires, succubus, and the removal of unwanted low vibrations, the removal of just unwanted energy hindering, lingering around you. There's a lot of different rituals and spells you could do. Because to be honest, many of us are affected differently by other people's energy. Some of you are not affected as much, some of you are affected more depending on your empathy level. Some of you, will feel more drained than others. For some of you, you could be around negative energy all day and it doesn't bother you. Majority of the time, it's because your protection levels are really strong. You're cleansing on a regular basis, and or you're working rituals to stop and remove certain types of people from disturbing you. So for those of you that it's become a bit hard to stop certain things from coming in your home, around your kids, around your family, you do have to work a bit harder. There's not just one thing that I'm going to recommend you do. I'm going to recommend that you do several things and several types of protection, several types of things to repel and back off energies and entities and low vibrations that's coming all over the place. So one of the things that you will do, which I highly recommend everybody to do, is just have an energy vampire mist. Now, the energy vampire mist you're going to use on a regular basis. You're going to use it when you're using your magic watch. And if there's a lot of heavy energy and negativity in the home, I would tell you to mop the house at least 3 times a week, 3 to 4 times a week. And I will also tell you to keep heavy with your protection rituals. When you work a protection ritual, the first thing that you can do is get a root worker to work for you. That's the first thing you want to do. Somebody with more power, more energy, a seasoned worker, a good worker, somebody powerful with their words, somebody powerful with the energy that they have brought among you, rituals that you have attended with them before, somebody that you're comfortable with. You want them to work a heavy ritual for you. You want them also to back you with any work that you do protective wise until you are strong enough. When you are strong enough, you're going to know it, you're going to feel it, you're going to sense it, you're going to pick it up within 4 or 5 days. As soon as you start working the ritual, you're going to start to feel different. Your dreams are going to be different. You're going to feel much lighter. That energy level of negativity that you constantly pick up is no longer going to bother you anymore. So when you start doing protection, you're going to know it, you're going to feel it. So work with a lot of oils, work with a lot of protective oils, work with a lot of fairy wall powders, work with a lot of spell protection, work with a lot of different types of amulets, protection charms, bracelets. Keep these type of things in the home. It's very important that you 5-spot as well when you're cleansing. When you're using your energy vampire mist, if you're using succubus oil, if you're using fairy wall oil, protection oil, spell protection oil, whatever it is that you're using, 5-spot the windows, 5-spot the doors, 5-spot the floor that you're going to be working on as well. 5-spotting is really important. And when you learn to 5-spot, I have a video on here where I discuss how to do it. When you learn how to 5-spot, I recommend you doing it before every single ritual so you can enhance your power. So you'll use the energy vampire mist as well on different types of roots and herbs. And arnica flower is also called mountain tobacco. It's also called arnica montana. It's also called wolfsbane. And you can use it, and also leopard's bane. You can use it, this is it right here. You can use this to repel a lot of negativity. It is to me, it is a great flower and bundle to have to hang over the doors. You can use, what you'll do is you'll take the energy vampire mist and you will take it and you will spray it on this. You will hang this from the door, or you can hang it above the door actually. So if it is like a bedroom door or somewhere where you have a space where you can hang it from the ceiling down, then you will hang it right above the door. If not, then you'll put it right over the door sill and you will let it hang up there, and you will spray every single day. You'll keep this moist. You use the energy vampire mist. You can use succubus mist. You can use any type of cast off evil. You can use devil be gone. Any type of oil or mist or waters that repel negative energy, I would tell you to use that on a regular basis. And you want to keep the arnica flower very, very moisturized. It is going to be really, really excellent for removing any type of energies that drain you. And it's going to be really good for energy vampires. So if there's somebody at work that drains you a lot, and you've been taking the energy back and forth between work, between home, between even going to church sometimes. You know, there's a lot of negative, evil, wicked ones in the church, especially on Sundays. So wherever you're going on a constant basis and you're feeling that drainage, take your arnica flower with you, and you can wrap it up in a red cloth, and you can keep it in your purse. It can be also kept in your car, but you got to keep it moisturized, because remember, it's going to keep draining and sucking in the drainage. So it's going to keep draining away that negative energy that you're constantly picking up overall. So you want to make sure that you're working with it. You want to make sure you're praying with it as well. So before and after, you know, on a regular basis, every single day, every night or morning, whatever time you feel that heavy drainage is going to come in, you want to pray with it. Create your own chant that you're going to say. You can burn some frankincense. You can burn different types of resins. Benzoins are good as well to helping to back away certain things and keeping the mist in the air and the energy very light for you. Some of you rely a lot on your prayers, and your tongue is very strong. Your tongue is very powerful. So I recommend you to continuously use your prayers every day to help fight in the removal of certain things. The arnica flower is also good for healing properties. So as you are removing the energy vampires, the succubus, and the low vibrations and the wanted energies, it's going to bring in a heavy form of protection, a heavy form of healing, and a heavy form of blessings to you, because you're pushing all of that away. What another thing that you can do as well is take a black 7-knob candle and write the name of the enemy on top of some parchment paper, some brown parchment paper, and you will 5-spot it with devil be gone, and you will burn the candle on it for 7 days. After 7 days, then you will take the wax and you will tie it up really good, and you will place it at a crossroads, and you will leave it at that crossroads. Of course, you don't remove stuff from crossroads, but you will leave it at that crossroads. And when you go home, then you start burning white protection candles over yourself, and you will continue use it on a continued basis, to where every month or so you're going to burn 7 candles until you're powerful enough to where the energy is being synced and connected to the enemy, and removing that low vibration that they are sending to you on a regular basis. Remember, people have a lot of low vibrations, and if you're the type of person that is hard for you to cast off evil, then you're going to, of course, have to continuously keep on working these rituals to get stronger and to become more powerful, so that they can be cast off of you. You can do them as well when it comes down to people that are bothering your kids. You'll burn the 7-knot candles on them. Another thing that you can do is you can take the arnica stems. These are the stems right here. And you will wrap them in a bottle, in a jar, and you would place them inside, going around in a circle. You spray them so they can get a bit softer. And then you would take the name of the enemy, and then you would burn it, and then you would take the ashes and fill it in here. And you could use the vampire mist, you could use devil be gone, you can use stay away powders, and you will fill the jar, and you will keep this in here, and you will keep the jar on the outside to remove those people that are constantly bothering you, that are constantly sending in energies to where you are drained. Even talking to them on the phone, you are drained. Connecting with them, thinking about connecting with them, every single which way in which this person comes up, your body is getting drained. A lot of times when that happens too, that means that you are not using your protection baths, you're not using your cleansing soaps, you are not using your jinx removers, you are not casting off the evil and removing the demons that these people carry with them. Remember, some people, it's easy for them to carry this type of energy because this is what they're used to. They're used to destructive energy. So it's very easy for them to come in to remove your good energy, your positivity, and pull it right back out, and it turns into a negative. And if that's happening on a regular basis, I would tell you to get a reading, because you may not be powerful and strong enough to defeat your enemies, and even carry out the protection that you need. A lot of you may be working on protective things and nothing is moving because your hands are not strong enough. And that is normal for a lot of people that are not well seasoned in the craft. That's why you go to a root worker. That's why there are many of us that can create certain things for you. That's why there's many people like myself that can do a video and help explain to you what to do, how to use it. And people like myself that can make a lot of oils, herbs, blends, put roots together and pray over them for you and help you to fight this type of negativity that you're dealing with. Not everybody could put a soap together and help you cleanse your soul. Not everybody could put a ritual together and help protect you. So for the people like myself that really can do it, I would tell you to get in touch and stay close in touch with somebody that's really powerful, that really can help you. Because if you're constantly trying to fight something off and you're putting way too much onto a candle, way too much onto a bath, way too much onto the spirits, nothing is going to happen. Remember, one situation at a time. I would tell you personally to deal with yourself first. Make yourself powerful enough, strong enough to where then you can protect your kids. And then after, then you could go in and help, other family members. But if you're trying to do a ritual where you're writing a petition to help you, your kids, your husband, your brother, your father, that's too much. Focus on yourself. You guys have to learn how to write petitions right. A lot of you don't know how to write petitions. Therefore, a lot of you don't know how to light candles. And a lot of you are not taking baths the right way. You're not using oils the right way. You're doing things in the incorrect pattern. And it's going to cause a failure each and every single time. I've given you about 4 different ways to use the arnica flower, to use also using my energy vampire mist. And I have a bunch of oils. I have like probably over 250 different types of oils. So out of that, I have probably maybe 50 of them is going to help you to protect and repel and to remove certain types of energy, people, and situations that you're going through. So when you go to the shop, use the search bar, write in the type of stuff that you're looking for, and you're going to definitely find it. My shop is very easy to use, and I have about 3-4 different search bars that pop up as soon as you get on the shop. If you're using your phone, you click on the link on the left where it has three bars, and that is a search bar is gonna pop up. If you're using a computer, one is gonna pop up automatically. So there's different ways that you can go on the shop and find what you want. You can also go on the YouTube to find what you want. Go on my Instagram, go on my Facebook. So there's so much different ways that I have been teaching you guys how to help yourself. But if you are one of the ones that can't help yourself, then get a reading done, and you can either come to me or find somebody that you trust that's a real good root worker that knows what they're doing, and they can really make something really strong and powerful for you so that you can use it on a regular basis. And remember, if you're going to be using roots and you're learning how to mix blends and stuff, join my Patreon so you can learn all the different types of recipes and how to do this and how to do that, as well as many different rituals. I teach a lot of different stuff on there besides herbs and using powders and roots and different things like that. So get yourself comfortable in this craft if you're going to use it long term. If you're just jumping in it for protection and then you're going to jump back out of it, your protection is going to continuously stay weakened. You got to be in it for the long haul. You got to find somebody that's really, really good and blessed with the hands, and that's going to help you to stay powerful and heavily protected. Like, subscribe, and stay blessed, guys.